Bam! Right there. See that? That's me. How's it going, guys? It's your boy, Token Vaping. Today's juice review is obviously another flavor in an ongoing line that has kind of taken me a little bit by surprise about the quality and how just how solid the line is, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, with all the juice companies that are out there nowadays, you might tend to think certain flavors, certain lines, basically are going to have like the same appeal, the same feel, the same taste, and not everybody does. Everybody has a different taste preference and things like that. But every so often you tend to be caught off guard by by a specific flavor, by a line in a good way, just because something about it just kind of catches you differently. But this is a line that's kind of done it for me, and it's called Arrow Up, and I'll get into all of this in a minute. But this is what the label looks like, and there is a purpose to this here. But you do see the security ring still attached there. This is a first vape, first review. I'm gonna go ahead, jump into the vape first, and then I will show you the clouds, all of that, and then give you the information on the company itself. We'll be going on a fresh cotton wick, as you do see here. And as always, I just have to give a quick shout out to Texas Tough Cotton. Cotton of choice for me. Basically the only cotton that I use. I like it because it's quick, it's easy to use, it has little to no break-in time, so you get as much flavor right off the bat, as compared to some other cottons that I've tried. But that link will be in the comment box. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to pop this open, and we are going to go ahead and vape this first. And this is Cygnus, and this is basically the cereal flavor for this company. For the most part nowadays, I mean, everybody has at least one. Depending on the type of cereal that they choose to go with, everybody has a different preference as far as to which one they go with, whether it's a fruitier one, whether it's a more plain one, whether it's a more general one that's pretty much common. This is based on their crunchy berry style fruit cereal, which I am kind of a fan of those types of cereals, even though I do not eat them a whole lot. But we will go ahead and see how on point this flavor is. Now, I have done videos on 3 of their flavors so far. It is a 6 flavor line. These were sent to me for the sole purpose of these reviews. You can check them out on my channel though. But the other 3, like I said, have been rock solid. They've been on point, and just really impressive. And that's not a knock on any other company. Just sometimes you just get kind of surprised, maybe a little bit, by the quality or the solidness of a particular flavor or a particular line. It does happen. So just do a quick pre-burn there. I'm going to go ahead and just juice this up a slight bit more. And I'm going to take a couple of hits off of it like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a quick re-drip. And that's just to ensure, as a follow-up, that I'm not missing out on anything, because this was brand new cotton, as you saw. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this up. And I'm vaping at 75 watts, and this is Cygnus from Arrow Up e-liquid. Okay. So as I said, it's the flavor on it right now feels that it was pretty good, especially on a first wick. But I'm going to go ahead and do a quick re-drip, and that's just to double check and make sure that, again, I'm not missing out on anything. That if there's something extra in there that I didn't get the first time, I should get it this time. Because the last thing I want to do is misinform any of you out there about this. We all work hard for our money, and we all want to make sure that if we're going to spend it, it's worthwhilely spent. So a couple more hits, and then I will go into my opinion and explanation. Okay, so again, it's their standard cereal flavor for their line. Most companies nowadays all have at least one, but again, this has a slight bit of a twist on it that I was not actually expecting, but it is kind of nice to see because cereal flavors are pretty basic. I mean, they basically all are going to taste like, you know, the cereal that they're meant to. They all have that more of an artificial sugary type taste to it. Even if you use, you know, natural ingredients and everything else, it's meant to emulate the cereal. This particular version, you definitely do taste the fruitiness of the cereal and you do get a bit of the sweetness, but it's not as strong or overpowering as some other ones are, which basically feels like you just took like a, you know, like a spoonful of sugar. I actually do like it like that, you know, to where it's more smoothed out, it's more mellow. Now, the other thing that does help that is this is a Max VG line. Quick sidebar, Max VG does not mean 100% VG. I know a lot of people already know that, but there still are some people who think that Max VG means it's, you know, full. It's not. It just means that that's the maximum amount of VG that they feel works best for that flavor before it starts changing the flavor or altering it beyond what they want. But being a Max VG line, it definitely does smooth out the flavor more. It does make it a bit, I guess you could say a little denser as far as the vape, which is where the clouds come in. So if you are a cloud chaser, Max VG flavored juices are right up your alley. And as you saw, the clouds on this are very, very, very dense. But because of that, it does smooth out the flavor more. So you get a smoother vape off of this, more so to where it doesn't have that hardness, I guess you could say, of like a sugar hit, which I prefer because I'm not a huge sugar person. So getting that flavor there still, getting the smoothness of the vape, getting the denser clouds without getting that huge sugar hit it's actually really nice. It's surprising, I will say that. So if you are a cereal vapor, I would definitely try this just for something a slight bit different off of what you would consider as the norm. But like I said, it is Cygnus. That is that label, and there's a reason for that. This entire line is based on the constellations that are up in the sky, hence the arrow up, as in the arrows pointing upwards, because you look up at the sky to find the constellations. So that's a nice little play on that here. But it is a 3mg. They are offered in a 0.3 and a 6. And I just want to confirm that I am on the main website that they retail through, and I will tell you that here in a second. They are offered in 100 ml bottles, which is quite an adequate amount of juice, especially a Max VG solid lineup so far that this has been. All the warning and ingredient labeling here. And it does come in this giant unicorn style bottle. Now, for some people, because these caps are a little bit separate, because they are placed on after the fact, sometimes pressure does build up. It may not do it for everybody, but I do know for some people it does. All you have to do is just snip a slight little bit right off that tip. You won't have that problem at all. As I said, it's a 0.36 Max VG 100 ml bottle. Now, they primarily operate on Facebook and Instagram, but they retail through a website called juiceguysdistro.com. It's basically Juice Guys Distribution. They are a big distribution company within themselves. They do carry a lot of other lines that I'm sure you probably recognize once you get on the website. But this is the main retail site that this lineup will be on. There are other sites you can find them on as well, but this one is one that's closely connected to them as well. So definitely check them out. You can also contact them at arrowupeliquid@gmail.com. So definitely check them out. I give this lineup a huge support and thumbs up for that. Arrow Up eLiquid, thank you guys for the continued opportunity to review your line. Been nothing but impressed with your guys' flavors so far, but definitely check them out. As I stated, that's Facebook, Instagram. You can also purchase them directly off of juiceguysdistro.com. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I myself can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, it's the only reason why I do this. So definitely reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, concerns. If there's a particular video that you'd like to see done, I will do everything in my power to make that happen for you. But until next time, always remember, I am always honestly humbled and truly honored that you guys take the time to watch my videos. It means so much to me for your support. Always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.